Good morning, YouTube. Welcome back to my channel. Moses, and this is Urban Backyard Container Gardening. If you are new to my channel, thank you for stopping by. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you. I appreciate your support. If you're like me, you have started turning your attention to spring and prepping your garden and planting area for that. One of the things that you need to consider is also prepping and tools. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I do that. In this tote, I have 5 of my most commonly used tools. And if you're like me, you really haven't been taking care of them. You leave them out in the garden, leave them out in the rain, and they become rusty like this one is. And in the case of my crimper here, it barely moves. So one of the things that I'm going to do today is just take common vinegar that you can buy anywhere. This is 5% acidity. And I'm just going to cover my tools with them. And I'm going to leave them in the vinegar for 24 hours or overnight. It is currently about 8:33. So tomorrow morning we will come out and I'll show you the second step. And you want to make sure that everything is submerged. Okay, we have everything submerged. We'll come back tomorrow morning around this time and we'll go through the second phase of this. Good morning, YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. It's the next day. It's been more than 24 hours. I got lazy, but we have our tools still in the vinegar solution. We're going to take them and put them in a base made of water and baking soda. The base will stop the action of the acid, the vinegar, on the metal. We're going to take our longest tool here and make sure that everything is mixed. Since we have our longest tool here, we're going to take our steel wool pad and just brush off the rust that was here. And as you can see, it's coming off. Rinse it again, and that one is done. Now we're going to take the next one. These are my favorite pair of shears. And yesterday we had a lot of rust up here. We don't have it anymore. We're going to go ahead and put it in the base, stop the action of the vinegar, and then we're going to take our steel wool and do a little scrubbing, and just like that, everything is nice and shiny. These are my second favorite pair, and they're for small things. We're going to rinse, stop the action, use the steel wool, rinse again, and just like that, they're clean. Here, we're going to make sure that whatever this is, we get off of it first. Rinse it, use our steel wool again, being careful not to cut ourselves because this one is sharp. Rinse, and it's nice and clean. Now, our crimpers here were really rusted. Let's see if we can actually get them to move. We could barely get them to move yesterday. Look at this, they're actually moving. So it goes to show you that the acid from the vinegar did its job. We're going to rinse this, use our steel wool again and scrub, rinse again, and we're done. Now the last step that we're going to do is spray them with some oil so that they stay lubricated rather. We're going to go ahead and get rid of this nasty stuff here in our dirty water and come back and spray them. So as you can see, all of my tools are nice and clean. and ready to be used for spring. Now, you could go a step further in this process and use a sharpening stone to sharpen the tools, but I'm not going to do that. But as you can see, they're good to go. So I want to thank you for coming along with me while I showed you the process I use to restore my commonly used garden tools. Now, before discovering this process, I used to just take my tools and throw them away. I am ashamed of that, ashamed to admit it, but hey, if you don't know, you don't know any better. So that's what I did. And about 3 or 4 years ago, I actually started realizing that I was throwing away money and I could make my tools last longer if I took better care of them. You'll be surprised at what you can find on YouTube. If you enjoyed the video, give me a thumbs up. Is this something that you guys do? Do you clean your tools in preparation for spring gardening as well as prepping your containers and raised beds? Leave me a comment and I'll reply. If you haven't subscribed to my channel, take a moment to consider doing so. I can grow a lot of food by myself, but one thing I can't grow is this channel without your help. If you do decide to subscribe, don't forget to hit the notification bell all so you'll be notified whenever I upload new content. Chances are, if you like my content, your family and friends will also, so it's okay to share. So until next time, always remember to give the thanks to God, for without Him, we are nothing. Stay blessed, stay strong, and grow, grow, grow.